Hey, what is up, guys? Star Wars Real Talk here. Sliding on some ice, almost going through this intersection. Oh, the joys of being a Canadian. Anyway, just on my way home from the gym, and I'm consuming some Star Wars media as I do, trying to learn a little bit more about this Rey movie, and it just keeps coming back to that director. I'm not even going to attempt her name, talking about how it's time for women to shape Star Wars or be leaders or this or that. I don't remember exactly what her wording was. And I keep coming back to the question, why? I just don't understand it. I know this isn't like a groundbreaking question. Like, I know that everyone is kind of scratching their heads. Well, probably most people are scratching their heads, wondering what is the relevance of a woman directing this Rey movie. At first, it was that we need, more female protagonists. Well, we got Rey. She was the lead for an entire trilogy. That's not enough now. Now it's the staff behind the scenes. It's not good enough for who makes the cut for the big screen. Now we need to know behind the curtain. How many women are back there? How many women are in charge? I don't understand. Men have directed Star Wars movies, but we've had women direct Star Wars shows. Does that mean anything? That wasn't a big deal. Like, we had Deborah Chow direct Kenobi. Something like that was like a huge success because a woman directed it. I'm not saying that men or women are better. It's just I just don't see the relevance. I don't know why it's not just who's the most qualified, who's the biggest Star Wars nerd. Like, when I see this new director for this Rey movie and I find out she's a female activist and her thing is making men uncomfortable, I'm just like, why? Why is this? I don't get it. I've just been thinking about it for a while, and I'm just like, what is so bad about men directors? What are female directors going to do different? And then, it's never going to be enough, right? Like, once we have our female director and our female lead, it's going to be someone of color. Then it's going to be someone of color who's a woman. Then it's going to be someone of this or that who's a transgender. And I'm not downplaying these people. I'm just saying, it's like, it doesn't end. Like, what? You're going to check all the boxes and we're just going to absolutely tank the Star Wars IP into fucking nothing just so that we check all our boxes? And you think that, like, Disney is in a place right now where they're kind of seeing the consequences of their progressive agendas in action. Like, their movies are just continually flopping. They're losing millions and millions of dollars because the pendulum is swinging back around, and their strategy of pandering is not doing it anymore. People don't want to see their movies anymore because men are tired of being told that they're fucking worthless. Men are tired of being told that they're pigs. They're tired of the jokes. Men are tired of being downplayed. Like, we didn't ask to be men. We didn't ask to be born into this life the way that we are. Fuck, the amount of times that I look in the mirror and I see that I'm a white male, and it's like, damn, I was born in the wrong time. But I mean, you know where I'm going with this. I totally lost my train of thought at my hilarious joke. Well, someone got pulled over. That's interesting. That's distracting. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what the relevance is. I don't know when it's going to be enough. Yes, that's what I was talking about. The Disney facing the consequences of their actions. It kind of seemed like they were a little bit learning their lesson with a lot of things. We kind of thought that it looked like they were going to kind of steer clear of the sequel trilogy for a bit. They doubled down on it. They made the whole theme park, whatever it's called, Galaxy's Edge, they made it all sequel themed. They doubled down on it for a while. They made an animated show, all the merch, whatever, that's in thrift stores right now. It's so disappointing when I find sequels merch in the thrift store. And I'm like, oh, this would be so cool if it was just any of the other movies. But you know what? I think my brain power's gone because I'm coming from the gym and I'm out of glycogen. My brain is hurting. But yeah, now they're going back to the sequel thing. I don't think anyone expected Rey to get her own movie. I kind of liked Rey and I liked Daisy Ridley. So I'm kind of rooting for this thing to work. But, I've talked about this already at length. I just don't know why this is the move that they're making. It just seems like they were kind of being forced to look at the decisions they've made and face at the losses that they have. And now it's just like they're putting the blinders on. It's like, well, we had a plan for a Ray movie a long time ago. This is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna get a feminist, a feminist activist. How do you say that? I don't know. To direct it, and she has, like, if Star Wars before didn't have like it felt already like there was a big time agenda being pushed in the sequels and a lot of new Star Wars stuff. But now we have a legitimate female, or not female, well, female feminist activist, and her whole job up to this point has been like making documentaries. And I mean, that was good, you know, for Pakistan, like for men that needed to be kind of put in their place. Like, that's good. That's good. That's where you need it. Do you need it in Star Wars? I don't think so, man. I don't get it. It's just scary because it's not even like, oh, this director who happens to be this feminist activist. It's not like that's just kind of in the background. That's in the forefront. That's what she's leading this charge with, that agenda as her like headline. I don't get it. This movie's gonna be dog shit. It's not even out yet. It's like, just with the bare minimal amount of information that we have about this movie, I'm already like, I don't know if I want to see this movie. Am I gonna go sit in the theater and be berated about why I'm a man and about how I'm so fucking terrible for the world? I don't know. I don't know. My eyes got to my house, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to see this movie or not. I'm probably going to. Who are we kidding? But I don't know, man. If you guys have answers that I don't have, please leave them in the comments. Share your thoughts. This was just a rant, man. I didn't want to edit. I didn't want to do cuts. I was just driving, and I'm like, I got to get this out of my system. That's the whole reason I made this YouTube channel. When the sequel trilogy came out, I'm like, I just got to get this shit out of my system. Because I've been playing it cool, and I thought I was numb to it, but I guess I'm not numb to it. It had to come out eventually. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for watching if you made it through my rant. Subscribe if you, I don't know, you know, the usual deal. May the force be with you.